Trump is looking at appointing several crypto big shots to massive cabinet positions. Will one of your CEO, CFOs be on that list? Along with Deaton talking about replacing Gensler at the SEC. XRP price talk along with ETH at the end.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
And oh shit, girlfriend, you better keep your ass above that dollar. But before we get into the crypto news, your comments come first. Hot, spicy, naughty, relevant, at any time of the day, it's when I pick them. Loke Chicago says, when you said a little bong hit, I was legit coughing from hitting my Puffco hash oil. Yeah, for real, it has been high stress, high anxiety, but it's good stress and good anxiety. But for real, I can tell some of you out there are getting burnt out, so if you feel the need to vent in the comments because there's too much crypto juicy goodiness, you're welcome to do so. Manny fucking Mean says, love the news, Klaus. I'm a choo-choo all the way to the bank. This means my man watches to the end. Timmy Smoke heard my comment about where I did my race. He said, Del Ega, brother. Parents used to take us panning for gold there when we were kids. Yeah, that's where I raced. It's where the Rangers have their mountain training camp. Yeah, I did 2 races there as of late. Totally a cool place to pan for gold. Speaking of gold, ooh, the heat maps print in gold. Can you print gold or can you mine it? Bitcoin sitting at 90,184. ETH is 3110. XRP above the dollar. We're going to talk about it. XLM above 20 cents, but pulling back from highs. We're starting to see, we're going to talk price just so we can see what kind of support we got. Like I said, ETH we're going to talk about as well, but first, Trump considers former Binance US CEO to head several regulatory agencies. You've watched him. Yeah, you've watched him on the channel with me live, Brian Brooks. Brian Brooks, formerly the CEO of Binance US and acting head of the OCC, has been shortlisted for several jobs. According to Fox Business journalist Eleanor Tourette, Brooks' name has been thrown into the hat for several financial agency roles. It's highly likely Brooks will have a significant role in the financial regulation system. And Brooks is like uber pro crypto. I mean like uber pro crypto. This is what Eleanor Tourette said. Outside the CFTC, some other financial regulatory agencies are at the Security Exchanges Commission, the FDIC, Office of the Comptroller, FINRA, as well as the FSOC and the Federal Reserve. Could you imagine having a crypto bro at the head of one of those positions? There was no way in hell we were talking about this months ago. Let's talk about ETH, because not everything is juicy. Some things are just kind of crappy. Yeah, for real. Ethereum ETFs hit 515 million record inflow, but ETH troubles remain. Yeah, you're seeing massive inflows for ETH here since the election, but the price action's been meh. So it's really interesting to see BTC really steal a lot of thunder. And in fact, when we start looking at like this latest rally with the alts, XRP, XLM, HBAR, you know what I'm talking about, right? And you compare them to BTC, compare them to ETH, ETH is not doing good during all this. There's like no love for ETH out there. So just be careful, because not every ETF leads to juicy native token price action. Yeah. Inflows, big, price action, pequeño if ETH was male, pequeña if ETH was female. Let's look at that ETH chart, and this is exactly what I wanted to compare with you. Purple is ETH, that's here, oh, I'm sorry. Blue is ETH, my bad everyone. Blue is ETH right here, and you can see over the last 6 months, it's pretty much sideways. In pink is BTC, up 34%. In light blue, it's XRP at 107 and Doge at 138. So realistically, XRP's move sucks ass. Like, remember the laggards used to be XRP, XLM, and all that kind of stuff? Well, now, everyone, we're talking about ETH being the laggard. John Deaton supports Brad Bondi for SEC chair amid Gensler speculation. Deaton, a crypto lawyer and XRP advocate, has proposed Brad Bondi as a potential successor to Gary Gensler. And guess what? Deaton highlights that Bondi, global co-chair of investigations in white-collar defense, for his cryptocurrency expertise, meaning yet another person good at crypto, fluent, proficient, whatever you want to call it, in the know. Another speculation. Speculation about Gensler's possible resignation has intensified in recent months, and in fact, in recent days, with some expecting him to step down even before Thanksgiving. So if that happens, you got a gift from Santa Claus early this year. This is what Deaton said. I like reading this. I've actually got a couple comments from Deaton. So if you want to check this out and all the other articles you see, I still can't talk. Can you tell I'm still messed up from my race? All the other articles in this video, it's all linked down below. Deaton, the implication was that I believe Brad Bondi to be the right choice. However, I did not come out and say it publicly because I needed to do my own research and not just rely on John Stark's analysis. After conducting the research, Bondi is 100 the clear choice, and it's not even close. This is what he said. Bondi is SEC Gov Chairman. Brian Brooks is U.S. Treasury Secretary, would become known as the innovation area. The fourth industrial revolution realized, including advanced automation, robotics, AI, machine learning, Internet of Things, including Web 3, Web 4, and networks connected to smart devices. Basically, what Deaton is saying is you put the right players in play at the right places, you're going to have amazing development here in the United States because there is a lot of money that can flow in. Yeah, more than what we're seeing now. What you're seeing now is nothing. Not even tip of the iceberg. It's like a raindrop hitting. All right? You ain't seen it yet. Let's talk XRP price because I know a lot of you out there were getting a little nervous, but then we got some support, okay? This is what the chart looks like for the day. This is what it looks like for the month. Let's go candlesticks to actually drill down and see what's happening, okay? We're going to swing it on over to the 15-minute because it gives us a close enough look at what's going on now, but it also allows us to do this. Zoom out and take a better perspective at things. All right, so we saw a couple of resistances here. This first one happened earlier in the day at 118. The second one right here was 117.5. Now, we are fighting the low candlesticks right now of 107.47, 107.50, okay? So you see where the support is, right? 107.50. So let's keep an eye on them and see what happens. This is still good. We're still doing really, really good. Volume is picked up from this morning, so that's a good move from the market. Volume right now sitting at 9.75 billion. But the big takeaway, though, is that right now we still have strong support above the dollar. And as long as macros stay okay, as long as these news events stay bullish, as long as there's no Middle East flare-ups, as long as there's no crazy inflation reports either, we should be good to go here, everyone. I mean, I understand there's going to be some profit taken. People are going to move their positions in and out. You're going to have bigs moving from the sidelines in. You're going to have a whole bunch of people going, yo, we're going to get full regulatory clarity soon, so let's go in. You're going to see waves of money, waves of plays happening with XRP, so no need to overanalyze this as the move is still early, and we're hanging north of $1, everyone. Happy freaking Monday. All right, so we got all this good news flowing in. Some of you have been asking, what are the hurdles? One of the biggest hurdles that we have to face right now in the entire cryptoverse is keeping the momentum going. I've been reading a bunch of comments and a bunch of emails from you saying, I'm starting to get burned out, man. This is so much happening all at once. This is hard for me to keep up. Well, you have to start thinking about that financially too. Are we going to be able to keep this volume and this excitement going, or is it going to fizzle? And then when it fizzles, will that support hold us? Now, we've seen XRP, holding the dollar. This is great. Volume picking up as well. Almost 10 billion in volume in 24 hours. XRP's normal volume, 1 to 2 billion. So we're really holding strong. But over the weekend, we were able to touch 20 billion in volume in a 24-hour period. So you could tell the excitement is starting to come down. The price is coming down a little, but we're getting the support. And so what we got to look for is, will this excitement continue? Will this fire that's been burnt, this optimism that all of us are feeling right now, continue throughout the rest of this month? It's a big one. And one of the things I am concerned about is Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving has been a quiet week traditionally. Like, last how many years? Thanksgiving is super low volume, very boring, nothing happens, but I'm hoping this Thanksgiving is different because you're having a regime change and you're hearing about more appointments, more possible appointments, and more plans coming out from the Trump administration, which we know is going to be very pro-crypto. So like I said, you got some stuff hanging out here in the future that we got to pay attention to, but there's a lot of bullish stuff right here that's saying, yo, we're good. This guy's like, yo, yeah, we're still good. Now, in terms of Middle East action, it's been really quiet, and you're going to probably hear even more quietness as the Trump regime takes over because they're going to try to de-escalate everything. So that big fear factor, they're going to be crushing that as well. Rates are going to be coming down. hopefully faster. But if inflation stays rough like it was on the last report, well, then it's going to take a little bit more time. If inflation comes down and we can get them rates to come down with it, oh my, are we setting ourselves up for one hell of a 2025. But not yet. Let's still make sure we get through the month of November, get through that Thanksgiving week, right, without price just eroding and going to bullshit and people taking profits. And that's the other thing. Let's make sure we can get through the end of the year without insane profit taking, because you know some people out there, right, are going to be taking profits at the end of the year. We've seen it time and time again. But let's not focus on that. Let's focus on the positive and, of course, choo-choo bitches.